Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Demon Hunter skill video. We are now taking a look at our fourth and final skill in our devices category, which is the Sentry. Drop a turret on the ground. The turret begins firing at enemies for 20% weapon damage. Lasts 30 seconds. Yeah, it's a good time to test if the... Okay. So the attack speed on this thing is also the same attack speed that I have, which is pretty cool. Alright, so as you can see, it just fires regular arrows. Spitfire turrets. The turret will also fire homing rockets aimed at random nearby targets for 8% weapon damage as fire. Now here's my question about this ability. It fires homing rockets that does less damage than regular arrows. What are these homing rockets made out of? Firecrackers? It does look different, so pretty cool. And it does add decent DPS to the turret. So, and I also want to see if the 20% is actually correct, because summoning the animal thing was not correct. 2,000. It does roughly 2,000 damage. Actually, it does do 2,000 damage. Okay.
I feel better now.
So I do 13k. It has the same attack speed as me, so I don't need to take out the attack speed. Well, no, I do. I'm just gonna say I do 13k. Let's see, where is it? There it is, 13k. And this thing does 20%, so I'll multiply by 0.2. You get, yeah, 2,600. So roughly 2,000 damage. That's correct. So I don't know why this ability does the correct amount of damage, but the familiar doesn't. Very odd. Vigilant Watcher increases the duration to 40 seconds. So it just lasts longer. That's basically it. Nothing really special about this one. I just want to see if it looks different. Does that look different? I don't think so. It looks the same. It just lasts longer. Alright, boring. Chain of Torment. Creates a tether between you and the Sentry that does 95% weapon damage every second to enemies. To every enemy it touches. So this ability is cool, yet it's not very good. Simply because the chain is so short that it's absolutely useless. See? The chain is just way too short. I don't like it. And the damage per second is not that high. And another thing is that you place it at the location that you are at, not where the mouse is. If it's placed where the mouse is, that would be more useful. Because if you're standing here and the enemies are coming at you, you can just place one like right behind them, and then the chain would just connect. That would be a little bit more useful. Another thing that would be more useful with this is that instead of placing just one turret, you can place like multiple. So you can, if you can place 3, you can place another one right here, and then the chain will connect to each other, and then you can place another one right here, so all 3 of them will make a triangle. That would be much better skill. But sadly it does not. It just connects to you, which is very lame, because I don't get how you can hold a chain that actually does damage. But yeah, if you can, I just really wish that they would be more creative with this ability. It's a good ability, except it connects to you, and the chain is just so short, it doesn't really make sense to why it's like that. And it's placed at your location instead of where the mouse is. It also makes this skill very useless if you have a good tank, because then you would have to place this skill basically right here, Okay, and then you vault behind the enemy. So imagine your tank is tanking right here. The enemies are right here. You vault behind the enemy so that the ability actually chains and actually do damage. Very useless ability the way it is right now. So don't use it. Aid station. Heal nearby allies for 1% of their maximum life per second. This ability, again, very useless. This is only 1%. It takes 100 seconds for it to actually fully heal someone. Who would stand there for 100 seconds? Really? I'm only healing very little here. So basically I'm healing at around 148 a second. Um, no, actually 296, that's right. 296 a second. Which is not that much. It's a good ability. If it was like, I believe, I think it would be a better ability if it's actually 2% of their maximum life instead of 1. Now, this ability also is able to stack with each other, so you have another Demon Hunter on your team, and she's also using the A station. You can also put yours right into the area of effect, and if you stand in the area where both area effects are happening, you actually be healing at 2% a second, which is a lot better, but also it's not good enough. Last one, Guardian Turret. The turret creates a shield that reduces damage taken by allies by 15%. Now this is good. 15% is a lot. Especially if your tank is tanking and then you're like, here, help you. Run up to next to the tank, place down the turret, and the turret will also fire at nearby enemies, and it provides a shield that reduces 15% of damage that the tank is taking, which is a lot since if you're a good tank, you should be having at least 6, maybe 8k armor in Inferno, and that's already, I believe, 60 some, no, more than 60 something. I believe 80 something, maybe close to 90 something percent reduction damage. With this ability added onto it, it decreases the damage that they take by another additional 15%, which is amazing. So it's a good ability, the last one. But other than all of this ability, if you have to use the Sentry turret, if you want to, Guardian turret would be a better one to use since it actually reduces damage. And if you're in a team with a good tank, run up next to the tank and place down the turret to help him out or help her out, depending on what character model, yeah, whatever. So yeah, but also just keep in mind that this skill doesn't do that much damage to begin with. Yeah, so don't expect this skill to be your extra DPSing ability, since you would rather be just, using raw skills and save your discipline for a smoke screen or something like that. So that has been the Sentry ability. When we get back, we'll take a look at our basically ultimate-ish ability, which is in our archery category.